Hi, welcome at the 12th episode of Enterprise Mobility Tips. My name is Peter Dalmans, and today I want to do something different. Today I won't be sharing a tip, but today I will be sharing a short story about 5.5 years of my professional life. 5.5 years with Microsoft Intune. And it was only 2011 that Microsoft announced a new service called Windows Intune. And with Windows Intune, which was, to my belief, the first cloud service from Microsoft, which allowed us to manage our Windows PCs. Just by installing an agent, we were able to deploy basic applications, some basic settings, and we were able to control software updates, which was very beneficial for a lot of small businesses. They didn't want to invest server hardware anymore to install System Center Essentials or even bigger products like Configuration Manager, which was broadly and is still broadly used at enterprises. In 2012 and the year after, uh, mobile device management was added to Windows Intune. And also with Configuration Manager, a hybrid scenario was created where we could attach Config Manager to Microsoft Intune and then manage the mobile devices from Config Manager by using Intune as a vehicle to reach out to the devices, which was embraced enormously. A lot of customers were managing their Android and iOS consumer devices via SCCM. Along the years, Microsoft added a lot of new features to both the hybrid scenario and of course Intune standalone. In 2014, Microsoft rebranded Windows Intune to Microsoft Intune because more and more uh, Intune was seen as a mobile device management platform, and not only a management platform for Windows. Yeah. Microsoft Intune standalone was capable of managing iOS and Android and Windows via PC management. In 2014, uh, Microsoft was not recognized in the mobile device management magic quadrant of Gartner. Basically because they were still investing a lot of money in the platform to become feature rich and to become a real good player in this space. You see the good technologies, Citrix, Mobile Iron, AirWatch, they were the leaders of the pack. In 2015, it was also the first time for Microsoft to enter the Magic Quadrant. And they entered as a visionary. And of course, Mobile Iron, AirWatch, Citrix, and good technologies were still the leaders. In 2016 was the year that MAM without enrollment was introduced. Nowadays it's called App Protection without enrollment, which allowed you to basically get rid of MDM for all those bring your own devices and just focus on protecting the apps and its data. So for a lot of customers of mine, which where bring your own device users only accessed mail, this was an awesome solution. They didn't need to manage those thousands of devices, but they only were focusing on the apps and its data. And to me, that still is a game changer. You don't need to have MDM for everything. But in 2016, Microsoft moved up the ladder, and the major players were still the leaders. In 2017, Microsoft came close to become a leader, and finally in 2018, together with VMware, IBM, BlackBerry, and Mobile Iron, they were the leaders. At the end of 2018, Brad Anderson shared this tweet with a nice diagram about Microsoft Intune's journey. And here you see that they already started the investment in time and money for building the solution in 2008. You see that in 2018 and the years before they moved away from the old platform, which was built on legacy uh, services. They moved to a modern Azure platform, and this modern Azure platform made Microsoft more agile. They were basically able to add features more quickly. And nowadays you see features added almost weekly. But also it allowed them to be scalable, to support larger customers and so on. In 2019, Microsoft again was named as a leader, together with VMware, IBM, BlackBerry, and still Citrix and Mobile Iron. And the big shift was made only a couple of months ago when the new Magic Quadrant for Unified Endpoint Management was released. And here you see that Microsoft was named as the leader, together with VMware, IBM. But if we look at the others, then or they are disappeared or are gone back to visionary space, and the the niche players. And to me, this is a huge congrats to the complete endpoint manager team. I hope also in the COVID-19 time we are living in now that you had time to celebrate and to reflect also on almost 10 years of Microsoft Intune. And hopefully we as MVPs and customers are able to join and celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Microsoft Intune next year, because 10 years in IT is a long time. And I know SCCM is there for already a longer time, but it's time to celebrate, and of course time to keep investing and keep making the product even better than it is today. Thank you for listening in. If you want to know more about Microsoft Intune or the other Microsoft 365 security related products, I'm currently co-writing a book together with some awesome authors. So feel free to look at this URL, and we are monthly updating this book. So expect an up-to-date book with some real-world scenarios. Thanks again for joining me today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to reach out, go to the URL, and stay healthy, stay safe, and hope to see you in person pretty soon.